Hi! Today we will explore the gorgeous NARAMACHI neighborhood in Nara, Japan. First, I took bus number 1 from bus stop number 5 in Nara Station. And in around another 8 minutes get off at bus stop Tanaka-cho. Wandering the back streets and getting a little lost is the best way to explore NARAMACHI. The old town area of Nara, NARAMACHI, where historical scenery such as townhouses remains. Here we are, in NARAMACHI neighborhood, and lose ourselves in a traditional townscape. In lively NARAMACHI, narrow streets are lined with Edo-era wooden machiya merchant townhouses, many transformed into museums, gift shops, guest houses, cozy ramen and sushi restaurants. NARAMACHI, literally Nara Town, is the former merchant district of Nara, where several traditional residential buildings and warehouses are preserved and open to the public. Boutiques, shops, cafes, restaurants and few museums now line the district's narrow lanes. Many of NARAMACHI's buildings in the Edo period and earlier were machiya are the long and narrow townhouses that served both as shops and as the living quarters of the local merchants. The storefronts of machiya were often kept narrow in order to save on taxes, which used to be calculated on a property's street excess rather than its total area. Today, a handful of machiya have been preserved and made open to the public as museums. And this house, Koshi-no-ie Residence or NARAMACHI Lattice House, is a former merchant home open to the public. It is one of the few places for a look at one of Nara's traditional machiya townhouses with a shop space in the front of the building, and the living quarters in the rear. NARAMACHI Koshi-no-ie House is a tourist spot that is very representative of NARAMACHI. Before its development into a merchant district around 15th century, the area that is NARAMACHI today used to be occupied almost entirely by the once spacious grounds of Gangoji Temple. In the heart of NARAMACHI is Gangoji Temple, Japan's oldest Buddhist temple, first built in Asuka but relocated here around 718 AD. Fires during the 15th and 19th centuries destroyed many of the original structures, and the need for more residential space gradually diminished the Gangoji Temple's influence and size, and this temple has been registered as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. There are many tourist spots and restaurants that make use of the townhouses, and NARAMACHI is a rare city where we can feel the history of Japan. Wow! Sake! Sake is a Japanese alcoholic beverage made from fermented rice. And there is Harushika Brewery here located in the NARAMACHI quarter, which was founded in 1884 as the official sake brewery of Kasuga Shinroku in Nara, and the city believed to be the birthplace of refined sake. Harushika Brewery produces some of the Nara's best-known sake, and sold internationally. And here is the silent and beautiful small shrine in Naramachi called Goryo Shrine. Goryo Shrine was founded under the request from Emperor Kanmu, wishing for peace of nation. Without too many visitors, we can appreciate the shrine in silence at a leisurely pace. Goryo belief, in Heijo Nara and Heian Kyoto periods, the people were afraid that the grudges of those who had died innocently would become the vengeful ghost and caused disaster. However, people came to think that if worship the vengeful ghost politely, it would become the good spirit and a god who would protect people. And this is Temazusia, or the traditional water basin. Naramachi is also a great place to find contemporary Nara craft and stylish souvenirs. The whole area of Naramachi is so compact and easy to cover on foot. Alongside Nara Park and Nishinokyo, Naramachi is one of Nara City's main draws. Lattice sliding doors are attached to the front of the machiya housing, as to control the sunlight and airflow. The lattice work also helps avoid eye gaze from outside. In kanji character, Nara means show good things greatly. In Naramachi, we often see a red fabric ornament hanging from the eaves. This is a good luck charms modeled after Koshin-san, and it is called the Honorable Substitute since it undertakes calamities on our behalf. Hanging such of these good luck charms from the eaves of private and mercantile houses now become a tradition of Naramachi landscape. Exploring the streets here definitely can be rewarding, as the building feature unusual decorative stucco or clay walls with wooden lattice windows. June is cat month, and Nara is the place for cat lovers. Naramachi Cat Art Fest pays tribute in art to all things feline throughout Naramachi district of Nara City. The festival is an ode to one of the characteristic features of the area, because Naramachi has long been home to stray cats. They are largely taken care of by residents who spay and find homes for them. Hi. Here is the Naramachi Information Center. And this is one of a brilliant shade of Naramachi, Mia's bread, the funny bread maker.
とかチーズもんですね。いったら香り出てきますんで。だから葉っぱの大きいやつとか基本は開いてもそんなへこたれないやろ。それ香りを楽しむために焼いてます。
ぴったり同じですね。
特オフシーズン2200円。
이렇게 또 사람을 판매해봐야지 그 사람의 성향이 파악하니까.
そういうのばっかりやろ。そういうのばっかりやろ。 옛날 집들이네.
And here is the Sarusawa Pond. This small pond is a pleasant place for strolling or taking a break, lined with willow trees just below Kohfukuji Temple. The sunset view across the pond towards Kohfukuji Temple's pagoda is really a favorite with photographers. Nakatanidou, this is a very well-known store featuring traditional Japanese mochi rice cakes and making demonstrations. This is a very famous mochi shop where crowds of visitors flock to daily. Yomogi mochi fresh from the pounding and dusted with kinako. Definitely delicious. Kimono rental. This is the three-storied pagoda. This three-storied pagoda was originally built in 1143 at the behest of Fujiwara no Kyoko. Standing 19 meters tall, the pagoda is known for the delicate lines and graceful appearance that make it an outstanding example of the Buddhist architecture of the Heian period 79–1185. Now we go up the stairs to the Kohfukuji Temple. With a history of more than 1,300 years, Kohfukuji is one of Japan's oldest and famous Buddhist temples. Some of the temple's buildings are East Golden Hall, Central Golden Hall, North Octagonal Hall, South Octagonal Hall, 3-storied pagoda, 5-storied pagoda and bathhouse. Southern Octagonal Hall. Most famous today as the 9th station of the pilgrimage route of the 33 temples of Western Japan, this Southern Octagonal Hall was initially constructed in 813 by Fujiwara no Futsugu as a memorial chapel for his father, Ukimara. Central Golden Hall. Reconstructed in 2018, the Central Golden Hall is both Kohfukuji's newest building and the most important structure in the temple complex.